Okay, so we are on the last problem now. So we're going to graph y equals x plus 1. And there's two methods, using the slope-intercept form or using a table. So we'll do the first one first. So slope-intercept form, this equation is in slope-intercept form, right? Because that is y equals mx plus b. And so here we see the m, we know is our slope, right? M equals slope. And here, there's no number in front of the x, but there is, right? It's an imaginary 1 is always in front. So then our slope equals 1. And what that means is rise over run equals 1 over 1, right? So we're going to rise 1 and we're going to run 1. And next we have this b, and what is that b? It's your y-intercept, right? B is your y-intercept. And what that means is that our graph is going to cross the y-axis at that point. So here we see there's a 1. So our b equals 1. So our graph should be crossing this y-axis at this point, 1. And what that means, if our graph is right here, that our x is 0. So that coordinate is 0, 1. So if we put a point, 0, 1 right there. And now we're going to rise 1 and run 1. So we're going to run 1, rise 1, run 1, and rise 1. And here we're going to run to the left 1 and down 1 and so on. So we could connect. And we see that this is a line and it's going to continue. So that's the first method. You could also use a table. So if you want to use a table, you would just plug in some values for x. So let's just do 3, -1, 0, and +1. So this is our equation right here. I'm going to plug in y equals the x. I'm going to put -1. So we have our x right there. So -1 plus 1. Our y then equals 0, right? 0. So then our next point, y equals, plugging in the 0 for x. So 0 plus 1. That's just 1. And our last point, y equals 1 plus 1, and that gives us 2. And if we verify that these are the same, like we have 0, 1 right there, right? That was our y-intercept. And over here, 1, 2, we have that point, and -1, 0, we have that point. So these methods are the same, would give you the same solution. You can choose to use whichever one you want. And that was the last problem for your QR code review on solving equations.